Hello and welcome to Baba Eats, where I make healthy meals for the whole family, including my toddler. I'm going to share a recipe for some muffins that I've really been enjoying lately. And I really like making my own oat flour. And I just get some oats. I never really measure anything, but it looks like this is about 3 cups of oats. And I'm going to blend those up. And then I'm going to add in some whole oats mixed in with those blended oats. So I'm going to add in my blended oats. I'm going to add in another cup or so of whole oats. I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of salt and a little bit of baking soda, maybe a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, then I'm going to add in maybe a few tablespoons of chia seeds. Gives it a little bit of a crunch, and also the chia seeds act like an egg to stick everything together. What I'm making is going to be vegan, so there's not any eggs in it. And then I have my Costco walnuts here, and I'm going to put some walnuts in here. And those are all of my dry ingredients. So I'll start by mixing all of my dry ingredients together. And then for my wet ingredients, I happen to have a banana that I need to use up. So I'm going to put this banana in here. I'm adding in some dates. These are dates that I got at Costco. And then I'm going to add in a handful of almonds and maybe 1 to 2, probably 2 cups of water. Okay, now I have blended my almonds, bananas, and dates into basically a sweetened almond milk. And I'm going to add this into my dry ingredients. And mix that well. So here's what it looks like. You can see my chunks of walnuts in there. The chia seeds are visible, as well as the whole oats that I didn't blend are visible in there. And I'm going to add in some frozen blueberries. I'm going to use a good helping of frozen blueberries in there. That's probably a cup of blueberries in there. And mix that in. And I have my oven. My oven is preheating right now, so I'm going to spoon this out onto a cookie sheet and make basically some oat clusters on the cookie sheet. And it's a nice little cookie or snack to eat when we're in a rush. I can tell from the batter that these are going to be delicious. And the nice thing about making things vegan is that I don't have to worry about any risk of eating raw eggs. And because there were no eggs at the store when I went to the store. So I couldn't have used eggs even if I wanted to. There's a shortage of eggs right now, so there were no eggs at the store. All right, I'm going to bake these in the oven for about 15 minutes. maybe 20 minutes. I'll take a look at them in 15 minutes. But also the nice thing about things being vegan is you don't have to worry about them being undercooked. It's just about texture. I just don't want to overcook them. And I had 2 more than could fit on my tray, so I just put those into this little dish. And I will show you how they turn out once they are done. My muffins, I call these muffins. I don't like to use muffin tins. I find it's easier to just make them not as liquidy and put them on a cookie sheet like this. And I did what I did not want to do, which was overcook them. They're a little bit brown, but I got distracted while I was nursing my daughter and my timer went off and I thought, oh, a couple more minutes, they'll be fine. But they were burnt. They'll still taste good, I'm sure. I will let them cool and then I will give them a try. So here's my muffin, a little bit crumbly. Still pretty warm on the inside there. They don't taste burnt. I really like things that have this level of sweetness where it's only sweetened with fruit. There's the bananas, the dates, the blueberry, no added sugar. The walnut chunks in there are nice and big and give a great crunch to that crunchy bite. And then they got a little browned on top, but that adds a nice level of crunchiness to it as well. And the inside is still nice and soft. Very good. We will be eating these all week. I like to store them in the freezer. I should show you one that isn't half eaten. Here's what it looks like. Yes. Delicious. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will try this at home, and I look forward to you joining me again soon.